All right, this is the Algebra 2 Unit 4 Lesson 6 video over adding and subtracting complex numbers. All right, so complex numbers, learned about in the last lesson. We add and subtract complex numbers. The main thing you need to know is that we add the different types of the parts of the complex number separately. So we add the real numbers with the real numbers and the imaginary with the imaginary. So if I'm going to add or subtract complex numbers, I'm going to do, for instance, if I had, let's say I had 3 plus 4i plus 2 minus 7i, then I'm going to add the 2 and the 3 together. It's going to make 5. And then I'm going to add the 4 and the 7. 4 minus 7 is going to be minus 3i. And that's pretty much it. Let's look at an example of subtraction. So again, if I have, let's say I have 7 plus 5i minus 2 minus 3i, I'm going to do 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. And then 5 minus negative 3. 5 minus negative 3 is going to be plus 3 overall, and that's going to make 8i. So I'm just subtracting or adding the different parts separately and getting my answer, and that's pretty much it. So looking down here, you don't need to worry about all this graphing stuff. We're not really going to worry about that. You will need it to answer some of the vocabulary questions about vectors and all that stuff. So look over the vocabulary from the lesson. And then starting with number 4, add them. So add the reals with the reals, the imaginaries with the imaginaries. Make sure to keep track of all your negatives. Same thing with number 5, number 6, 7, 8, and it gets us down to, so yeah, that's it. So it's all adding or subtracting, pretty basic stuff. You're just adding the real and you're adding the imaginary and then putting it all back together. Inverses, you should be fine doing that. Remember to find the inverse of a function. You take the y form, you switch the x and the y, and then solve for y again. And then to find the solution of a linear system, you just graph these and find the intersection point. Remember, you should remember that. The intersection point is the solution. Which is the standard form of this ellipse. We didn't go over this lesson, so I will do this one for you. And it looks like we're going to have, it's not this one, it's not this one. The x is going to have this. So this is going to be your answer right here. I don't know what's going on there, but you should just see it's the x minus 2, y minus 2, 16 under the x, 10 under the y. Not sure what's going on there, but having a little issue here with the internet. But everything else we've already gone over, so you guys should be good to go for lesson 6.